This video is sponsored by Canon. I'm very excited to share the footage and the message of the short film with you guys, but first I just wanted to say thank you to Canon for sending me the R5C. It's been a delight to work with this camera for the past month, both on the photo and video side. Things I love about this camera: I love the full frame sensor, 45 megapixels. It's incredible for photography with its dynamic range, and the 8K RAW on video is just superb. Everything I loved about the R5 comes in this camera with extra bells and whistles. So you have the fan so it doesn't overheat, and it has the C70 style or cinema camera style menu, which I'm so accustomed to since I use the C70 so often now. The ability to switch between photo and video is incredible in this camera. If you are a true hybrid shooter and doing a bunch of hybrid stuff, taking photos, taking video clips here and there, this is the perfect camera for you, and honestly one that I wish I had 4 years ago when I started as a hybrid shooter. I love the C-Log2 log profile, which is what you get in the 8K RAW in this camera. So I apply Gamet's Rec 709 base LUT to it first, and then I used, in this film specifically, my Avondale LUT in the 606 collection, and then Ezra Cohen's medium 35mm film grain emulation on top to give it some grit. The entire film was shot on the R5C with RF lenses. So most of the time it was the 50 that's on the camera right here, but also for a couple of shots, the 15 to 35 and the 100mm macro. 98% of the film was shot in 8K, except the last shot, which was shot in 4K 120 in the Log 3 profile. And we used zero external lighting just to kind of prove a point how versatile this camera is in a run and gun situation when you're on the move and, you know, working with a light crew or just shooting by yourself and don't have the time to set up external lighting. Enjoy the short. The algorithms convince us that shooting in a place like this makes us worthy artists. Gives us the ability to boast on our Instagrams, rake in the analytics. I chased it. I've been there. And I've literally been to that park 3 times now, and I never long to be there as much as I long to be here while I'm there. The more gray I get on the sides, the more I start to think about these things. To feel accomplished in life, do I need to see the sunrise over Half Dome? He makes his own eggs now. And she helps with dinner. A sous chef of sorts. And since they make the dinner, I do the dishes. That's the agreement. And they even let me do it the next morning sometimes. The beauty of these mundane things is making me question everything I share online. Is all of my narcissistic art superficial, given the fact that they're sharing my love of baseball with me now?
Dad, come on, let's go.
Oh my goodness!
I'm in a constant battle with grass growth and weed extinction. He always says, "hold you," when he wants to be picked up.
Hold you.
And I know if I go on another trip, that's 13 less hold yous I get to hear, until he doesn't say it anymore. The wild adventures in my line of work can make this place feel mundane, and yet I yearn for it always. And then there's her. The bedrock of our clan and the best of us all, turning everything she touches into beauty. She refocuses my chaotic mind from the empty excitement back to profound simplicity. And when I embrace the simplicity, I find myself actually being content.
Yeet!